What would you recommend?
All together.
All together?
Yeah, it's good.
I've never tried a grilled pork blood. Hey there, this is Tim. I hope you're doing well. This is a beautiful day in Vegas and a very hot day as well. It's like over 100 degrees. But really grateful because I got to meet up with some friends. I got to meet up with George from Vegas Must Try, and also got to connect with Dan and also Norma as well. So really cool and really nice to get to connect together, and had an amazing dinner with Dan and Norma at the Palms, where Chef Brian was cooking up a Filipino feast with the magnificent lobster lumpia and the chicken adobo and all these great dishes. Lechon, kawale, really good stuff. And they're done in a modern style, really delicious. And that actually got my cravings for some really good Filipino food. But I think we're gonna explore and find some really good Filipino food off the strip. And I was reading somewhere, there is an amazing place called Toto's Grill that does Filipino street food, really nice skewers. And they're not just regular skewers like chicken skewers. It's chicken skewers from head to feet, from outside to inside, and everything in between. So I can't wait to give that a try. Quite adventurous. And I also heard there was a really nice Filipino buffet, a very humble, no frills buffet, $15, solid comfort food. I heard it feels like you're back in Makati or in Green Hills. Really fantastic food here, so I can't wait to try. I think it's a family-run restaurant, so pretty amazing. So really grateful to get to connect with the friends here, and really grateful for you to join. And also very grateful for Vessi for sponsoring this video. Vessi is a West Coast company that makes amazing waterproof, breathable sneakers, perfect for the West Coast where it's a little bit rainy and wet, and it's pretty essential. And even here in the Vegas desert heat where it's like 100+ degrees, it's really nice to have a pair of comfortable, breathable sneakers where they keep you cool and dry in this desert heat. And they're certainly my go-to pair of sneakers when I'm traveling. Very comfortable to walk in. That sudden rainstorm isn't gonna get you caught out. No more wet socks there. And when it's hot like this, you stay nice, comfortable, and cool. And let me show you how waterproof these sneakers are. These are the Fountain of Caesar. And I was gonna head over to the Fountains of Bellagio, but security, well, let's just say they weren't as accommodating. But let's take a look here. Beautiful body of water here at Caesar's Palace. And let's give it a try. Completely submerged. And completely dry. And no more wet socks here. So give it a try. Visit Vessi online. Lots of styles to choose from. The ones I was wearing are the everyday classic, but plenty of styles from the weekend sneakers to many others. And they ship to many countries. And if you miss a sale, Vessi was kind enough to offer a discount code. Just use Tim Lee, and that will save you $25 off the purchase of your next pair of sneakers. And with that, I think all this heat is getting to me. I can't wait to go to a nice cold restaurant, lots of street food and lots of buffet, a humble buffet at $15 or less than $15. I can't wait. So I hope you're hungry. I'm getting hungry. Let's catch an Uber or a Lyft, and we'll head over to Toto's Grill. Come on, let's go. Really nice to have the shade. All right, so this is pretty amazing. This is a plaza here. So many Filipino eateries and Filipino stores. There's even a Jollibee. I can't wait, but this is Toto's Grill. And I think I'm getting hungry and it's hot, so I can't wait to get inside. So this is pretty cool. We see people grilling up their own food. I think this is street food. And getting a little bit hungry. Let's see what they have. Hey Sam, how are you?
Welcome to Toto's Grill.
Oh, this looks pretty adventurous and good. Let me show you all the nice skewers. So I can't wait to get started. Hey Sam, how does this work?
Very simple. Over there, there's a container,
Yeah.
and just pick whatever you want.
Okay.
And it's pre-cooked. You're just gonna toss it in the grill for like 30 to a minute,
Yeah.
and it's done.
Thank you so much, Sam. I think we're gonna get started. Let me grab the container. So we've got the big ones. I think these are the to-go. And we have the medium and the small, but let's go for the medium. Okay. And let me show you all the skewers they have. Right off the bat, we have some quail eggs, deep fried to crispy goodness. Let's get one of those. So we have some, these are pork intestines. Let's go for one. And then, you know, these, that looks like chicken head. They are chicken head. Let's go for one. I've never had chicken head before, but there's always a first time. I might need some help and some advice for that. If you know, let me know. How can we say no to a spring roll? These are sesame balls. I'm gonna skip those. And moving on, all Sam can say is that these are pork insides. So I think we'll find out what that is. And my container's getting pretty full, but there's more. So these are the hot dogs, and I know what those are. You find them on top of spaghetti, Filipino style, some fish balls. Okay. These are shao mai. Let's go for one of these right here. My goodness, these are lobster balls. Okay, and if the chicken heads weren't adventurous enough, let's take a look at what we have here. This is pork blood, so I'm gonna give this a try. I had some of this with David Sriracha at the Kim Song Buffet, the Vietnamese buffet in Texas, but that was in soup, and these are grilled. So this is kikiam, so pork with some tofu, pork liver, and finally something that is normal. These are chicken skewers, and we need to keep the chicken skewer company with a pork skewer. So this is getting really full. So they just call it what it is, chicken butt. And I think in the UK they call it the pulpit's nose. This is beef, the inside of the beef intestine. And this is pork, the pork outside. These are pork ears. Huh, interesting. This is pork intestine as well. And what Sam said the other one was the pork inside. I wonder where inside of the pig it is. Finally, our last item. These are chicken feet. And I did not realize that the name for chicken feet in the Philippines is Adidas. How appropriate. Chicken feet and a shoe company all in one. All right, so let me show you what I have here. So I started off with one plate. That wasn't enough. We've got plate number 2. And off to the grill. They're actually already cooked, but let's get them extra crispy. Thank you so much for helping.
Oh, yes,
It's a 2-person job.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so let's do the chicken head. That looks kind of good. And this is kind of cool. I've never grilled pork blood before. Let's give it a try. Right next to the chicken head. I never thought I'd be saying this. And then this is the intestine. Healthy breakfast item, eggs. This is filling up.
Fish cake.
Lobster, shao mai. And then finally, the spring roll to get it extra charred. All right, so it's time for a flip. Oh, nice and charred. And of course, a nice glaze. Lena, Kat, John, you guys did an amazing job. I saw you guys grilling all the food there, and there was a bit of a fire, I must say. Cynthia, Letty, how was it?
It's finished.
Oh, nice, nice. So that was a bit of work, but lots of good food here. And look at the other table. So I can't wait to give this a try, but it's so hot and so much work. I think I need a drink. Oh, much needed. Cheers to you. Oh, not bad. I think this is a Filipino drink. C2, apple and green tea, very good. So let's start digging in. So I'm gonna start off with the least adventurous item, the spring roll. All right, cheers. Mmm. Oh, what a good start. The spring roll is nice and crisp on the outside, very thin, and inside is a bit of veggies. Very, very flavorful. A little bit of tang, and it just kind of brightens everything up. Mmm. Very nice. But I think let's move on to the more adventurous items. So this may not be very adventurous, but it looks really tasty. The lobster balls. Mmm. Okay. Very nice with the lobster. I think this is imitation, but still very good. Mm. The pork inside. All right, cheers. Oh, this is very good. I'm so glad. I don't know exactly what it is, but it is so tasty. Nice and crisp with a bit of chew and really nice porky goodness. Mmm. Massive crunch, just like the spring roll, but even crispier. Very good. And I think the eggs, or the quail eggs, look pretty nice. But I've never seen quail eggs in this color. I think anything red means it's Filipino. And I think I'm just gonna pull one off. Cheers. Okay. A little bit crispy, a little bit eggy. Yeah, this is okay. But there's more adventurous things to try. Let's take a look here. All right, let's see. I think it's time to give the pig ears a try. We've tried the pig inside. Let's give the pig outside a try. Just gonna grab one of these. It's a nice, interesting texture. It's got a wonderful glaze and a little bit of char to it, and a nice, sweet, tangy sauce. That just cuts all the gelatiny goodness of the pig's ear. Wow. Not bad, but I think it needs a bit of sauce. So I think they give you some sauce here. This, I think, is the lechon sauce that you do the twice cook thing, the cook after. And I think I need a little bit of vinegar for this. Oh, much better. Brightens everything up. And let's try the chicken butt. So this is the outside of the butt, and this is the inside of the butt. Give that a try. You know, don't let the name or the anatomy scare you, because I think the butt is actually pretty good. Nice pieces of fatty goodness with a little bit of chicken meat. Very good. And I think even in the UK, I think they call this the pulpit's nose. I think this is also a sought after piece that people fight over. So not bad. To the last end. So the pork blood isn't my favorite, but I can't wait to give it a try. Never be afraid of a bad meal, as someone really wise once said. Let's dig in. Okay, so this, I'm gonna pull this off here, but nice and grilled. Not sure how it's gonna taste, but one way to find out. No. No. You know what's worse than pork blood? Pork blood mixed with C2. Oh, that was an experience. But that's okay. There are plenty of other things to try, and it's always nice to be adventurous. So this is a pork intestine, and this one I can do. So this one is a little bit charred. I'm gonna remove that. That's always a hazard when grilling yourself, but these look really nice. Cheers. Oh, So come here, don't get the pork blood, and get the pork intestine. Nice and crispy and chewy at the same time, and it's got that extra aroma. My apologies. The aroma in the best possible way. Don't read into that too much. But so much more to choose from. Let's take a look. Okay. This is beef intestine. A lot more chewier. Go for the pork. This one, I'll pass. And this is the one I was planning to try. I was looking forward to trying this. And this is a chicken head. And when I was asking Kat and John how to eat this, they said it was too adventurous for them. But hopefully I'm going to figure this out myself. Cheers. All right, so my apologies, but let's see. I think I got a bit of the skin, but let me see. I think we're supposed to crack it in half. Okay, and now we can see the meaty goodness. Let's give that a try. Oh, all right. So that is not bad. And a bit of the neck. Very bony, as expected, but kind of nice and soft and tender. And it tastes like chicken. So I guess it's always fun to be adventurous. A bit messy too. And finally, that chicken feet. So that's looking good. This is, I've had this before, so not too worried about it. Very good. Lots of bone, as expected. But the nice thing is that the outside is nice and crispy and charred, and on the inside is nice and gelatinous. Very nice. Oh, very good. So, this is Toto's Grill out here in Vegas, just a hop, step, and a skip away from the Strip. Very nice, very adventurous, really good street food. But I'm going to leave the pork blood alone. But I'm going to finish this up and see what other Filipino great eats there is in Vegas. I'll take you back. So I might have overdid it with the ordering, but actually the skewers were quite small and quite delicious. And it was quite nice because with the traditional skewers, the pork and the chicken, they have rice with it. It goes really well. And somehow I found another intestine skewers, and that was good. But just stay away from the pork blood. Don't get that. Get the intestines instead. Oh, thank you. Sam was nice enough to give me some watermelon. Much needed. Oh, cheers. Nice and sweet and refreshing. What a way to end an amazing food tour of Filipino street food. So this is Toto's Grill, and a really amazing place here. Very adventurous, wonderful folks like Sam. I can't wait to try some other Filipino eats, and I heard there was a Filipino buffet around here. So I can't wait to give this a try. This is just the appetizer. So I hope you're continuing to be hungry. Come on, let's go for some great Filipino food again. Cheers. Oh, so this is like 100 degrees today, and even though it's 2 blocks away from Toto's Grill to the Filipino buffet, I recommend you to take a cab. So the grills and the skewers were superb, and I can't wait to try a little bit of comfort food, a little bit of Kare Kare, hopefully they have it, and some pancit. It is a modest home-style comfort food buffet. I think you'll feel like you're in the Philippines, so I can't wait to give it a try. The skewers are good, and it just whets the appetite enough for some good home cooking Filipino food. Let's go in and take a look. Oh, so nice to get out of this heat, and look at this.
Hello.
Hey, Paul.
For one?
For one.
Hey, there's a table right here.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go for it.
Oh boy, so nice to get out of the heat. And this is quite a nice place. It really does remind you of the Philippines. I see there's a store in the back there that you can buy things, and just like when you're in Manila. And let me show you the room here. The buffet is right over there. So luckily now this is in the afternoon and the crowd has died down. But let's take a look at what they have with the buffet. But I think I need a drink first, and I think this is a place where you help yourself. Come on, let's go. So I see we have some calamansi and some royal. I think I'm gonna go for the royal. Nice and cold. Oh, nice and refreshing. Very good. And I think with that, let's head over to the buffet. So this is quite a nice, modest buffet. And I think we have people stacking up, keeping it neat and tidy. All right, so we've got the plate, and let me show you the buffet. All right, so quite a nice buffet here. And let's see what we have. So the all-time favorite, the pancit. Let's go for a little bit of that. Right on the plate here. And then I remember this is the classic chicken adobo. And I remember we had this with Dan and Norma in Vegas, really nice. Go for a little bit of that. Lots of chicken. I think I'm gonna go for a drumstick. Right here, and a little bit of sauce. Oh, thank you. Hey, Narissa. How are you? This looks really good.
Yeah, really good.
What would you recommend?
The Kare Kare and the adobo, all together.
All together?
Yeah, it's good.
Last time I had Kare Kare, I did not eat the rice, and so many people were so upset at me. Do you have steamed rice?
Steamed rice.
Yes. Oh, right over there.
Done.
All right. And moving on, we've got the dried fish, some pickles, and I think this is bagaong, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me in the comments if I make a mistake. And we have some veggies here. This purpley looking thing here, I think this is dinuguat, and I think that is the pork blood. So I didn't like the pork blood in cubes and soup, nor grilled, as I just found out. But let's try it in stewed form. All right. Right here in its bloody goodness. And we have some squid. And this is a wonderful looking plate of food. This is the Kare Kare. And oh, look at that. Luscious sauce and lots of nice meats. And I think that's tripe. But before we do that, I think we need a little bit of steamed rice. And I wonder what this is.
This is cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe.
And gulama.
Okay, gulama. All right, I gotta give those a try. So really good, folks here. Narissa is such a good sport. So the cantaloupe juice and the gulaman, and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but if I'm wrong, please correct. Right next to the blood and the adobo. And finally, back to the Kare Kare. Okay, a little bit of tripe, a little bit of meat, and a lot of sauce. Right here. And we need a little bit of color with the eggplant and the green bean. Some nice chicken curry. And this is luscious pork belly. Lechon, but in a stew. Let's go for some of this. So beef steak. And this is beef stew as well. That looks really good. And all these comforting food, you really need the rice. Oh, and this wonderful looking soup here. I think this is sinigang. This is what Norma and Dan and I had the other night. And this is nice because it is unlimited. We'll go for a little bit of this. Oh, perfect on a super hot day. Actually, it is because it's a little bit sour, so really nice. And then some chicken curry. And this is interesting. I think this is some tripe, some spleen. I think this is like a menudo, but one way to find out. Let's give this a try. And moving on, I believe that is dessert. Some sweet rice and coconut. And this is the milkfish. I think I've had enough of that chicken head. So I'm gonna go for the meaty part of the fish. So pretty quick pass at the buffet, pretty modest, but very comforting. And I forgot to mention, it's $13.99. And this is my tray. Oh boy, so really nice food here. So this is 2 plates of great Filipino food, and let me just show you what I have. Plate number 1 with the blood and the rice and the Kare Kare chicken adobo. I think this is the traditional well-known Filipino fare. And moving on, we have more sinigang, something more adventurous. This is, I'm not sure what this is, but there's spleen and tripe, and again, wonder if this is like a menudo. And this is the milkfish, very traditional. And then, oh, and more rice and curries, and then wonderful lechon in a stew form. I think let's try a little bit of the pancit. So I have a spoon and a fork. I think they're missing some knives. Let's see. Let's try a little bit of pancit. Oh, very nice. Noodles are thin and flavorful. A little bit of veggies, but very savory. Very good. And I think I'm not gonna give up. Hopefully there's a blood dish I like. Let's try the blood stew. Grab the fork, a little bit of rice. All right. So 3rd time's the charm. Cheers. Actually, this is not bad. You know, blood in stew form is actually something pretty good. Nice and savory and luscious. And it's got a little bit of sourness to cut through all that bloody richness, and unintended. So finally, a blood dish I like. Always fun to try stuff. And there's something here that I know I'm gonna like. The Kare Kare, that luscious peanut sauce. Just on its own, can't be beat. Cheers. Very nice, but it's not salty enough. And they do that for a reason, because you have the bagaong right there. So a little bit of this right on the rice, and a little bit of tripe as well. There we go. Oh, much better with the bagaong. So again, they don't make the Kare Kare salty, because it just leaves room for the bagaong. Very good. And I'm kind of curious to try the tripe and spleen stew. Let's see, menudo Filipino style. A little bit of this. It's not like a menudo. It's a bit bitter. And I think someone mentioned the word bile. And I think they put bile in it to get that bitter taste. I think it's more for health. But luckily, we have some nice curry to wash away the bitterness. So I kind of realize there's no knife here, because we'll do this Filipino style. Okay, there we go. Oh, that curry is heavenly. A little bit of rice, rich creamy curry sauce, and I think it's superb, mainly because there's a contrast to that spleen and tripe stew that was a bit bitter. This is very good. So I think I'm going to finish this this round, and I heard they have lots of things cooking at the back. I think they have halo-halo, and I think they even have some roast pig in the back, and hopefully it's ready. But I'm just going to continue finishing this up, and we'll take you back for dessert. Cheers. So I think with the skewers earlier and the buffet, I'm pretty much full. That milkfish was delicious. And what kept me going was the sinigang, really nice soup, nice and sour, keeps the appetite going. But I think it's time for some dessert, and let's see what they have. So back to the buffet, and I think the desserts are a little bit modest, but that's okay. I think we've ordered a halo-halo, and I can't wait for that to come. But let's get a little bit of this sweet rice dessert. Just a little bit, and a little bit more. And this looks pretty good. I think these are spring rolls, and inside is banana. Okay, so these are not included, but we're only here once. Let's go for one of these next to the sweet rice dessert, and we have to keep it company. So it's always nice to get back at your table and find something new. That halo looks delicious, but I think we're gonna try the sweet rice dessert. With a spoon here. Oh, that sweet rice dessert may not look like much, but it is absolutely divine. Not too sweet, really creamy, just the right temperature. And it's like the world's best rice pudding with a bit of coconut. Very good. And the banana spring roll, let's give that a try. Absolutely delicious and messy in the most wonderful way. The pastry is sugary, glassy, crisp, and inside, although I'm not a big fan of bananas, this one I like. Really nice filling, and I think as good as this is, let's give it a dip in the sweet rice dessert. Oh, fantastic. And I hate to say it, I haven't tried the halo yet, but I think this is on par, if not better, than the halo. But there's only one way to find out. Let's give it a try. Oh, got some ube ice cream. All right, and I think they have their own spoon. Very carefully. All right, so let's just get the top layer. A little bit of the flan, a little bit of the ice. Very cold and very nice. Oh, and a little bit painful. So this is Kusina Ni Lorraine, and a really nice, comforting Filipino buffet here. Lots of great Filipino dishes, really adventurous. And thank you so much for joining. And also thank you to Vessi for sponsoring this video. Give it a try. Vessi is normally a must for wet conditions where you have places like Seattle and Vancouver where it rains a lot. Having a pair of waterproof sneakers is a must. But the nice thing is in Vegas, when it's 100+ degrees, having a pair of waterproof sneakers that are also breathable and lightweight is fantastic. Really comfortable to walk around all day. So visit Vessi online. Many styles to choose from. They ship to many countries. And if you happen to miss their sale, they were kind enough to offer a discount code, and that's Tim Lee, and that will give you $25 off the purchase of your next pair of sneakers. So really full here, and with that, I think I'm gonna go for a walk along the strip in the 100+ degree weather. Wish me luck. But thank you so much again for joining, and until we see each other again, I hope you're eating well, and I hope you're keeping well. God bless to you and yours. Take care. Oh, very nice.